Dave Abrams. Happy Hanukkah, everybody.
Happy Hanukkah, Dave.
Thank you.
Yes, and I'm Kristin and Welcome to Anne Arundel County Week in Review. In this episode, we'll talk to a young lady about her fight against addiction and tell you how to have breakfast with Santa. But first, making headlines this week. The ambassadors of Anne Arundel United are lacing up their high tops for a showdown tomorrow at Annapolis High School. United will face off against the Baltimore Shuckers in a charity basketball game. Now, this is going to be a lot of fun with free giveaways, autographs, and DJ Pork Chop from 92Q FM keeping the crowd hyped. And it's all for a great cause. Admission is free with your donation of a coat, sweatshirt, canned goods, hats, gloves, or mittens. So come on out to Annapolis High School at 2 p.m. What is United, you ask? Well, this is the county's anti-racism program that trains ambassadors to facilitate dialogue about controversial issues such as race, gender, religion, and sexual orientation. To find out more, you can go to www.aacounty.org/united or come out to the game and meet our ambassadors. I heard United has some sharp-looking uniforms, Dave.
They do. I could not believe, we've had Derek Matthews on the show.
Love Derek. Shout out to Derek.
He's hosted the show as well. And Derek has a lot of friends, and he asked me to do like a little logo for them. And next thing I know, they have these top-rate, uniforms they're going to be wearing with my logo on it.
Yeah, nice job.
It is. You know what? If they get their butts kicked, at least they're going to look good. They're going to look good doing it. Now, Derek assures me that they're going to be able to compete here. So we'll see. The Shuckers are a D-League team, so they're professional basketball players.
Yeah, but you know what? When you look good, you feel good, you play good. And with DJ Pork Chop in the house.
DJ Pork Chop on the ones and twos.
Yeah, so
what's going on?
Make sure you get down there.
We'll have to check it out.
Yeah.
Well, Kristin, we have a new show to tell you about.
Another show.
It's a new show.
A new show.
¿Hablas español? No?
No.
Un poco?
Poco?
Un petito?
Un
petito?
Yeah.
Yeah, clearly you know a lot of Spanish. No. Well, maybe it's time to learn.
Yes.
We have a brand new show called Bienvenidos, and that means welcome.
I did know that.
There you go.
I did know that.
The show is hosted by our very own Maria Casasco and Sergio Polanco from Arundel Center of Help, which is also known as Centro de Ayuda. Let's take a look at a clip.
Y yo te agradezco por unirte al show, Sergio. Dinos brevemente qué es lo que haces en el Centro de Ayuda.
Bueno, soy el director ejecutivo del Centro de Ayuda, donde nos sentimos orgullosos de asociarnos con Anne Arundel County, el proyecto de televisión. Ofrecemos muchos servicios incluidos para nuestra comunidad, clases de computación, asistencia escolar para niños, clases de inglés, oportunidades de trabajo para obtener. También tenemos clases de ciudadanía. Hablando de los servicios que tuvimos la semana pasada, tuvimos el Consulado Móvil de México. Solamente en nuestro primer día tuvimos más de 70 citas.
Now this show provides all kinds of news, information, and calendar items so that folks who speak Spanish as their first language can connect with services and the community as a whole. Magnifico, Kristin!
That looked great!
To watch the first 2 episodes, you can check out Arundel TV's Facebook page or search YouTube for Arundel and Bienvenidos.
We better watch out. They might be after our jobs.
You know what? They did a really good job on their very first episode and just wrapped up their second one, and they took to it very quickly. I'm a little worried.
I know, and I'm telling you, I'm feeling the pressure because they film right before we do. So I'm like, ooh, competition.
They got a new set and everything. They're looking bright and new and modern.
Adios mío.
We're feeling ooh, look at the Spanish there from Kristin.
That's about my extent of the Spanish. I should watch. I should pick up some more.
There you go.
I always wanted to learn to speak more Spanish, so that would be a great way to do it.
Me too.
Just in time for Christmas, County Executive Steve Schuh announced a little extra for contractual county employees to earn paid sick leave. Temporary employees who work at least 30 hours per week for 120 days will be eligible to earn 1 hour of sick leave for every 30 hours worked. This will affect about 850 people who work for the county. The new program will be effective starting in February. I think this is really nice, Dave. I wish you'd been around when I was a contractual employee. But
I thought you were.
Yeah, I was. When I first started with recycling, I was. And this is really great for County Executive Steve Schuh because contractors have families that they need to support too. So
right? I mean, everybody needs. So when you were a contractor and you got the sniffles, I mean, you come to work and you have sick leave now, and I see you sick all the time. You tape week in review when you're sick. You're a trooper.
I have my father's work ethic. It's a blessing and a curse.
But it's a nice thing. It's good to have. I think it's important.
Especially,
it's hard when you're a contractor and you can't, you know.
It is.
Say you have a surgery or something.
And we appreciate the skill that they do and all that they do for the county. You know, they're not doing any less. They're just working less hours. So.
Yep. You got it.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to take a quick break, but when we return, we'll talk to Katie Lyle, a young lady in recovery who you first met on our Not My Child video 3 years ago. We're going to take a look to find out how she's doing. Take a look at the community calendar for events happening around town, and we will be right back.
Hi. Hoping for a crisp breeze to help keep you alert. Oh, he took a sip of water too. That'll probably help. You were probably gonna turn down the radio too, so you could focus, right?
Probably okay isn't okay.
Right.
If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend.
I think the water line is what really drove it home. I blew on him.
Welcome back. We have two very special guests with us in the studio today. Katie Lyle and her mom, Eileen Bolitin, appeared in our first Not My Child video almost 2 years ago to talk about addiction. Let's take a look at a clip from that video.
I really just like getting high, and I don't like myself when I'm sober. I don't know, I've tried to get clean so many times, and then I just go right back to it. And I'm completely up for getting clean when I'm high, but then when I get sober, I'm like, I can't do this, and go and use.
Eileen and Katie, welcome back to the show. We welcome you back to Week in Review in the studio. Thanks for coming back. Yeah. So, Katie, do you remember filming that video? I know it's 2 years ago. Did you ever watch it? What went through your mind when you were watching that?
Just that I was really nervous. And
yeah.
It was really weird seeing myself.
It is, and we appreciate how brave you were to come in and talk about and give us your story.
Yeah, because Kristin, when they showed up, we were taping videos throughout the day, interviews, and different people were coming in and out. And I remember that when they walked in, and I thought, her mom made her do this, and she is not going to talk to us. And she did, and she was very candid and very honest. And I think, you know, you may not know this, but, you know, since then, that video has been played over and over and over again.
I know.
and you know, it's probably helped a lot of people.
Yeah,
so,
it's done a lot of good. So thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for coming back.
How would you say you're doing today, Katie?
I'm clean. I have been clean for about a year.
That's
and then
wonderful.
I've been on methadone for about 2 years.
What made you decide to make that decision?
Honestly, just not being sick.
You just wanted to feel better.
Taking away the withdrawal made it easier to
It definitely made it easier to like go back into regular life and try to be an adult for once. Because I started when I was 16, so I didn't really get a chance to grow up.
Well, tell us a bit about what you're doing. Any kinds of new little triumphs that you are undertaking right now?
I got my learners. I've been driving, I've been working, I've been looking for a job.
Great.
Yeah. Me and my mom work at her business.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She does
And
a
you
lot of
two
cleaning.
seem really tight. Like
Yeah.
you seem like, you know, you've been through it together, and a lot of moms and daughters that have been through this might fracture apart, but it seems like you two are really, really tight with each other.
Yeah, she's been a really big help with addiction. When it first started, she was a little confused, but she did a lot of research, and that definitely helped, having a mom so open and understanding.
That's wonderful.
So, Eileen, tell us from your perspective how things have changed in the last 2 years, or not changed.
Well, Katie's more open and coming up and talking with the family and more interactive, which has been wonderful. You know, we all missed her when she was in the full using mode.
Yeah.
It was sad.
Yeah.
So it's been a lot happier.
Good.
And what do you do? What do you do to stay sober? What are some things that you do? Do you go to meetings every day, or what do you do?
Honestly, with methadone, it's a lot easier for me. A lot of people don't have it that easily. A lot of people can't do that, but methadone does help me stay clean. For the most part. If I'm really low, I'm just low. And if I don't do anything healthy with that, I'm going to use. But if I handle it in a healthy way, methadone does really help. And it helps me have a chance to handle it in a healthy way, I guess. When if I wasn't on it, I probably would just go straight to using.
Well, Eileen, you mentioned that you feel like you've gotten your old Katie back. So I'm assuming with the holidays coming around that this year will be a little different for you guys. And
Well, when I first found out she was using, it was 2 years ago, Christmas time. So that was a terrible Christmas for us. And then got her on methadone last year, October.
Actually, it was 3 years ago.
Okay, so it was 3 years ago when I found out. Okay, and then 2 years ago I got her on the methadone. So that Christmas was so-so. So the last one and this one, they're going to be good. The last one was good.
Do you have a big family, or?
She has 2 other sisters, and we have lots of relatives in the area.
are you the oldest?
No,
No.
middle child.
Middle child.
Middle child, interesting. What does that mean? I don't know.
I don't know either.
Do you like Christmas?
Yeah, I like presents a lot.
Oh, good, good.
They're great.
So tell us about, sorry, Kristin. Tell us about like some goals that you have for yourself. Like, what do you want to do next? You've done so much. What do you want to do next?
I definitely want to get my driver's license and a car and a real job where I don't have to work for my mom and move out eventually and just start being an adult, I guess.
If you had your pick, any car, what do you think you'd go for?
A black Jeep Wrangler.
See how quickly she answered that?
She was ready.
She was ready. She was ready for that.
I want a black Jeep Wrangler too.
Me too.
Yeah. Well, Katie, it took a lot of bravery and courage for you to come here the first time, and we really appreciate you and your mom coming back a second time and sharing your story. It really does a lot of good, and I hope that you realize that. And we wish you the very best here on a continued path to becoming the best Katie.
And keep fighting.
Yeah.
Keep fighting.
Get that black Jeep Wrangler. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, I will.
Yes, you will. And we will be right back with more Week in Review right after this. Don't go anywhere.
We'd do anything for kids. Yet 1 in 6 children in the U.S. struggle with hunger. Help end childhood hunger near you. Learn how at feedingamerica.org.
Welcome back. Well, if there's anybody that's in demand this month, it's certainly Santa Claus. And kids, you are in luck. Santa will be at breakfast tomorrow morning at the Lakeshore Fire Station. Sara Gannon has more. Sarah?
Thanks, guys. Joining me today at the Lakeshore Volunteer Fire Company is Lisa Hall and Roger Gordon. They are going to talk to us today about Santa Claus is coming. Santa Claus is coming for lunch at the Lakeshore Volunteer Fire Company on December 16th. Roger, can you tell us about what's going on at Lakeshore Volunteer Fire Company on the 16th?
Sure. We're having a lunch with Santa. Kids will get in for $5. Adults are free. With the admission, there will be crafts. There will be activities, face painting for the kids to do. We will be doing tours of the firehouse. And also, the most important thing, lunch with Santa. Santa will be here and take pictures with the kids. The kitchen will be open for the adults. Admission with the kids includes lunch.
And what time does it start?
We start at 11 and we run till 3.
And also, what types of crafts do you know?
I'm really not sure. One of our members, Jane Huffman, is putting all that together for us. She's got different crafts. We're looking at maybe making a Christmas bulb. It varies.
Okay.
So we're
So
really
holiday decorations you make and
holiday decorations, little foam picture frames, and we will have the pictures available to purchase. I believe they're $3 a piece.
Okay, great. And who can you contact for any additional information?
You can contact myself at 443-851-5015, or you can contact Miss Brandy Ford at 443-341-7070, and either one of us will be able to help you and give you more information.
Very good. And it's open to the public. It's not just Lakeshore folks.
No, ma'am.
It's countywide.
It's open to the public. Come one, come all.
Very good. Lisa, can you tell me, I know that Santa runs the neighborhood, and it's coming up. Can you tell me some dates that's coming up for Santa?
Well, our first date is this Friday night, December 1st. We'll be starting in North Shore, Maryland Road, not Avenue, Maryland Road. Where's Fairwood and Blossom Hills. Blossom Hills is across from the Giant store. And on December 8th, we will be down Lakeshore Drive and Botkin Avenue. December 9th, it's an all-day Santa. We start at 9 a.m., and that's where we do most of the Lakeshore area, from Forest Glen, Long Point, Hickory Point. And then we take a little lunch break.
Santa's got to eat.
Yeah. Boulevard Park, Pinehurst, Green Gables, Ventnor, and Mulburn Circle. And December 16th, after our lunch with Santa, we will be going into Chelsea Beach. Also, it's listed on our website at www.lsvfc.com.
Very good. Yes, please check out their website with all of their happenings. They also hold bingo. You name it, Lakeshore does it. Also want to plug, too, that please support your local volunteer fire companies. They do a lot for your community. Please reach out to them. Take them some cookies. Take them some cupcakes. Just go and say thank you. They do a lot for your community. That's all across the county. So please support your local volunteer fire companies. I know that they're always a phone call away if you need them. They are there. So thank you for talking with me this morning about this. It's a great event, and I thank you for all that you do for our area.
Thank you, Sarah.
And back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Sarah. Man, Sarah always gets the lucky jobs. She always gets the lucky field.
I mean, what does she do? Does she send an email to the North Pole?
She gets the turkey. She gets Santa. Gosh.
That turkey interview was Emmy quality.
Crazy.
I mean, right?
Crazy. So what do you think that Santa likes for breakfast, Dave?
You know, I wonder, I was thinking milk and cookies, right?
Yeah.
Maybe Santa probably likes, the way I did this to figure out what my answer was going to be is I thought about Elf, which is...
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like a good
Is
joke.
Elf not the best Christmas movie there is?
Yeah.
Right?
Put syrup on everything.
What would he have for breakfast? He would have 22 waffles stacked on top of each other with crushed candy canes,
Oh my gosh.
maple syrup, chocolate syrup. What else?
I don't know.
Popcorn
Dave,
and
let's take another approach
gummy
to this.
bears.
It's 2017. Maybe Santa's gone gluten-free. Maybe Santa's eating some nice quinoa, organic oatmeal
Quinoa,
blend
good one.
for breakfast. Maybe
Is Santa trying to slim down? Because I don't know if that would work.
Some fresh fruit and some whole milk yogurt. Like, we don't know. We don't know. I mean, it'd be interesting. The first thing I thought of right off the bat was ho-hos.
Ho-hos.
Ho-hos for breakfast.
That's a good one.
But no, maybe Santa now is into a new way of life and he likes, more exercise and getting slim and trim. So
I think, Santa is going to be in Pasadena.
Yeah.
So maybe he's gonna have 2 eggs over easy with bacon and some honey, some country ham.
Diner, maybe a Pasadena local diner.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The honeybee or something. The honeybees in Gunburn.
Well, this raises a good point because I think that this is something that people pay attention to this time of year, and I know certainly with me with the wedding right around the corner, I'm always looking for good tips on how to keep it
little plug
under
there.
Control.
Really, because there's nothing on your hand.
I know. Okay, so the ring is at the jewelers. They're making,
the ring is at the jewelers.
I have such a crazy. Yeah. Yes, I swear.
The wing is at the jewelers, Will.
The ring is at the jewelers. They're making the wedding band to fit around it. So they have. I miss it, which is weird. I didn't know I was gonna miss it so much. I'm kind of like. But yeah. So do you have any?
Just feel the warmth in here whenever this subject comes up.
Do you have any tips about keeping it under control for the holidays?
Don't eat anything. Whatever they put on the table in front of you, don't eat it, especially if it's baked.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know about your office, but my office,
Christmas party after Christmas party.
Kat made an apple pie and a apple cobbler from scratch last night. Just goes, we got the Christmas tree, we're putting up all the stuff, and then all of a sudden she's chopping apples. I'm like, what are you doing? So what we do is when she does that, we quickly wrap that, bring it to the office, and put it in the kitchen.
Yes, that's smart.
And just hope people eat it because I can't sit there and eat all that stuff.
Okay,
Kristin?
so that's a good point. So like Kat, if you like to bake at home, put it away right away.
Give it to someone.
It's a great way to give a gift. For me, I know that I like to just not bake at all because then I don't end up, usually I love baking, but I've been trying not to do it this season because then I won't eat it. I've heard if you drink a lot of water and have a good meal before you go to any kind of gathering or a party, you're less likely to snack on the table. Yeah, so there's that. If you do go to a party, always hit up the vegetable tray. I know it's the least likely glamorous thing on
Let's
the
have
table.
some kale for Christmas.
Kale.
Kale.
But you'll be less likely to reach for the cookies if you fill yourself up on vegetables. Some other stuff. I mean, walking around and looking at the Christmas lights instead of riding
Get
around.
some exercise,
Exercise.
If the kids get a gift like a bike or something, try and ride it even though you're too big for it.
Yeah, maybe you do all your shopping online, but still get out to the mall and walk around and just be part of the excitement to get your steps in.
The mall is so cray-cray right now.
So cray-cray. But it's fun to walk around if you're not feeling stressed, like you already got your shopping done online.
Well, you know us, we're gonna eat the pies and the cakes and all this stuff, and we're still gonna be skinny.
I'm gonna try and just maintain, Dave.
I think you'll be fine.
Thank you, I appreciate that. I wanna.
Oh no, you look great. I'm not gonna say you look fine. That's not very nice. You look fine. You look fine.
I look fine.
Oh, you look fantastic.
Thanks,
You're
Dave.
ready for this.
You
better get that ring back on though, or Will's gonna be calling. Oh, Will online too.
Yeah, yeah.
That wraps up this week's edition of Week in Review. You can watch this episode and archive episodes online anytime on Facebook or YouTube by simply searching for Arundel TV. Please tune in again next week for more highlights and news from around the county, and we'll see you next time.